Welcome, everybody, to
Hello from the other side.
another episode of Pop Sports with Drew, Jerry, and Alex behind the glass. Alex, how you doing?
Woo!
Wow, that was pathetic. So, anyways, this is one of our shows following up with the Patriots and Minnesota game that just took place. Thought it was a pretty interesting game, but first, let's dive right into one of the more interesting plays that happened during that game, and it wasn't even
challenge from Belichick. And now he's into it with Adam Thielen.
Really nice intimate moment
They've
between
already
Adam Thielen and Bill Belichick.
Murray gets it and is stood up.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one's
Wow.
so smooth.
No,
Smooth as our last show. Hey, on the right track.
Something that was interesting, though, I thought this was pretty funny. This was a typical Belichickian response. Adam Reese was doing the interviews after the game when they asked, like, in the press conference. And he goes, yeah, Bill, what was going on between you and Adam Thielen there on the challenge? Were you guys just exchanging holiday greetings? He goes, yeah, something like that. And that's it. That is it.
Yeah,
said nothing
right.
else.
That's fantastic.
He's like, yeah, you wanna take us in? You guys just exchanging holiday greetings or something? Yeah, he just goes, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Just nothing. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know why he was, bitching about it the whole time. And then Alex was telling us that he saw that. I guess
Devin McCourty?
Was
Was Devin McCourty?
dropped down with
McCourty.
Yeah.
injury
One of the McCourties.
to give them
shot at it.
time to decide if they wanted to challenge it or not. And Thielen
I mean,
went
he could have
all-
actually been injured.
I mean,
I'm just saying. I mean,
the homer in me will say, yeah, he totally could have
Oh,
been.
yeah,
but,
dude.
like,
Yeah.
the
do it.
Patriots don't do things like that. Are you kidding me?
yeah, you're right. We're the most clean-cut organization out there.
Absolutely. We play within the lines.
We are a
don't
model
go into
team.
any gray area.
Not a chance. Nope.
We are exactly by the book.
Our
Constantly
moral
by the
is
book.
inflated to the max, man. We have the
Absolutely.
highest moral in the league. Everything by the books. That's okay. I still love the Patriots. So it's
Spy
whatever.
joke.
They still would have won, even if it was 3 pounds. Whatever.
No.
So, anyways, yeah.
What?
Where are
It's
we
like
going?
an ounce
PSI.
or so or something,
Was it
right? PSI or
Yeah, the PSI.
We're not doing.
Yeah.
No.
So, regardless.
I'm not even uttering the
Here,
word.
regardless.
None of us did well in math.
No, you kidding me? Jeez, math course I
Drew's a
took was
history
like
teacher.
Conversions.
was a history teacher. Thank you very much.
Now you're a sports history teacher.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So back to the Thielen play.
Back to the Thielen play.
The Thielen argument. I thought that was pretty funny.
No,
And,
that was great.
I love how you can clearly see Belichick in slow-mo saying, shut the F up. I thought that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was fantastic.
Whenever you can get some serious emotion out of Bill, it's always a good day. Just the most monotone dude ever.
My two dude.
He's
He's been my two dude.
The most monotone dude ever. It's always great to get some serious emotion out of him. Just especially when he's especially thank you, Bill. Especially when he really lays into another guy like that.
You're welcome.
Is it? Are we on to next week? Is that what happened?
It's on to Miami.
We're on to the
Miami.
next play. Yeah.
Stuff of legends.
Yeah.
Drew, I have a list of plays you wanted us to talk about.
Yes.
I have
yes,
one
yes.
here. Do you want
Go
to see
ahead.
it?
Yes. Show us.
All right. Let's see. I don't know what you wanted to see here, but we're about to find out.
All right. Oh, this was the...
Looks so good.
All the way. There's Thielen. His first
the Thielen
catch
play.
is a touchdown.
So, as bad as that looked initially...
Looking right all
here we
the
go.
way. There's Thielen. His first catch is a touchdown.
See, on the initial view of that play, I was going, wow, where the heck was the defense on that? He was wide open. My fat ass could have caught that touchdown. Heathy. I used to be, what was it? Heath Evans?
Heath Evans.
Heath
yeah.
Evans, baby. Classic.
Flag football.
I always
throwback.
wanted to be a fullback.
Alex
That was
was
my
our star
dream.
punter out in
So,
the back. Alex was
yeah.
our star punter. Mystery man behind
Star
the glass.
punter, yeah, who tears his groin in a freaking practice punt before the flag football finals.
Just messing around before
Oh
a game.
my God.
Alex tries to punt the football, tears the entire
Freaking
groin.
moron. No, anyways.
Legendary.
I was trying to prepare. For the feud.
Yeah, just stop. Stop while everything's intact there, all right, bud?
But yeah, I guess
Moving on.
I was looking back at that play, and it looked like
The Vikings play, correct? Not the
yes,
injury?
No,
Yeah.
not the injury.
No, that wasn't
But
on film, sadly.
Gilmore, it looked like one of the McCourties got kind of clipped by Gilmore when he was cutting across.
It was Jason McCourty. Devin was covering on the inside, had the inside half, and Gilmore was coming across on an underneath route by Diggs and clipped Jason McCourty on his way.
Do you think that is a mistake? Do you think that's a mistake by the Pats defense, or do you think that's just unfortunate circumstance?
Good play call. I mean,
Yeah,
I think the idea was to create a pick situation, be it between Diggs and, in that situation, Jason McCourty, or force Stephon Gilmore to impede the path. And I think it was just a good crossing route. I think it was a good play call. I think that's DiFilippo is the offensive coordinator of the Vikings.
Is he defensive or offensive?
No, he's offensive. Zimmer runs the defense. And,
right. Yep.
I think it just shows DiFilippo has a few brain cells up there when it comes to creating some trickery. And
I like that guy.
yeah,
He was also floated around to potentially be the Packers coach, but
yeah,
we'll see.
he's one of the young options just because he's a good young offensive mind.
Yeah.
He was in Philly last year. If we
I
want
could
to talk about that.
Oh no, we don't.
Last
But
couple of years.
yeah, no, I definitely think he'll get a sniff and might get a gig next year.
Yeah, hope so.
But the other one after that touchdown, Alex, can you cue up that celebration? I was sitting there. I don't know what was going on. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, when they were trying to have that Oh
I
my
had-
God, that was an embarrassment of celebrations.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
awful.
If anything, it just destroyed any happiness from that touchdown for Minnesota fans.
Are you
They were
ready
sitting
to?
there going, we scored, and they can't even figure out a damn celebration.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Nice gem here.
I did not. Wow. It was an embarrassment.
So he's got to tell him what to
Is
do.
this- No,
okay?
over there. No.
Right.
No. Yeah.
And then, right over there, come here. And then, okay, you do that, and then they can't figure out what to do next. And he's like, throw it back, and then he quits. He's like, screw you guys, I'm out. I'm out.
The best part, go back for a second. You see all the linemen
They
just
want to
like,
congratulate
they
him.
were just like chilling out back there. It was like, yeah, what are we supposed to do? They were trying to figure out if they were in the celebration or not, and they had no idea.
Like celebrations are always fun when they're. I always thought they were great when they were just spur of the moment, fun things that just kind of happen organically, and I don't know. That just shows how awful they are when they get overplanned by uncreative people and
Yeah.
guys that just can't. Just no execution.
I don't think
there.
that was planned. I think that's the worst part.
No, I think they tried to do something that they thought they planned, and it failed miserably.
Everyone
Yeah.
forgot.
Like they couldn't even play pickle right. Like nobody knew who was getting the ball.
Was it pickle? Were
pathetic.
they just trying to play?
I thought
like
they were
a
trying to do pickle or something.
man in the middle. Wasn't that just it?
Yeah, pickle, man in the middle, same thing.
All right. Well, whatever.
I don't know. I thought that was pathetic.
You want your next play?
Oh my God, yes.
Cue it up.
Let us know what it is first. What do we got?
Looks like, based on your notes, we have a Kyle Rudolph catch.
Ah,
Question mark.
yes.
Just make sure you show it.
The
and
catch.
It will be good. We can wing it.
It's right after this. Here we go.
All right. Yeah.
it does
So,
keep it going because I think they do another slow mo.
so the Kyle Rudolph catch in question, it gets kind of tricky by today's NFL standards of what is a catch. I think before this year, that is no catch. Simply because they do have the you're supposed to survive the ground rule, and they've taken that part out. And the new catch rules kind of go along the lines of 2 steps and a football move, whatever a football move is, which can be tucking the ball, which can be extending the ball, which can be trying to make a juke or a spin, something to that effect. And by beginning or starting one of those, that's the football move they're referring to.
So, oh, sorry. Go ahead. You can finish.
No. That was it. I was just gonna say. I mean, by that, it looks like he clearly got the 2 feet, which count as the 2 steps. But the football move is the part in question because it was such a bang bang kind of play where it just happened so quickly. I think by all accounts that shouldn't have been a catch because by the time he caught it and the defender had his hand there at the same time, we really only watch it in slow motion, and it still looks like it's too quick for it to be a proper catch. What do you think?
This is where it gets kind of. This is the first, I think, real I don't know, gray area that this new rule has started, or from a Pats game that we've seen, where you see that kind of gray area with, okay, what is this new rule and how does it differ from
in the past?
From the past. And this is one where I still had, the past brain cap on saying, oh, well, obviously it's not a catch.
Right.
But then you look at it and I see what the NFL is trying to do, where they're trying to make catches a little more clear and take away all the variables with, was the ball moving? Did he survive the ground? Blah, 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 blah. So all in all, I was really ticked about it at the time. I was like, no, it's not a catch, blah, blah, blah. Obviously because I was rooting for the Patriots. But when I see it again and I think about what the NFL is trying to do and kind of the purpose for changing the rule in the first place, I kind of agree with
the way it was called in the field?
With the way it was called. I would probably, from this point on, I think what they've been doing most of the time in the NFL this year is, unless it's like real obvious, if it's like a tie play, leave it a catch.
I guess I am kind of along the same lines of you as you. At the time, I did think that was no catch because, again, homer bias. But I guess they ruled it a catch on the field, and it gets really tough to overturn it because, like I even said, it was a bang-bang quick play. It was a quick hit. It's on the sideline. You can't really know what the ref is seeing there, and I think it would be unfair to overturn that as well. So I agree.
But, so we were both kind of agreeance on that one. But something that I think you and I agreed or disagreed with, we'll kind of go over this in a second, was the fourth down call on the 4th and inches in the fourth quarter.
So we saw the Adam Thielen, Bill Belichick result of the play, which was Belichick's challenge. But Alex, if you want to cue that up, if you want to put the 4th down Latavius Murray run, it should be queued up in the links. But yeah, I mean, so quickly in short, it's
we don't have a
go back to the Thielen argument. It's right before or after that.
The Thielen argument is from a different video.
Oh, well, thank you. All right, so we'll do it without a video.
So anyway, the result of the celebration was, what happened prior to
the confrontation.
The confrontation, thank you, was a 4th and inches call that the Vikings decided to go for. And they ran it up the middle with Latavius Murray. And it looked like Latavius Murray got stonewalled right at the line. I think Lawrence Guy and Trey Flowers were the two guys that just
we have this
stood him
video.
up.
Okay,
and
throw it
we
up,
have
please.
the video, so if you want to show that whenever you're ready.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
It's going to be right after this?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Also, I agree with the call for them to go for it in that situation.
It was the right decision for sure.
But
especially on that look.
Come on.
It looks really tough to say that they got that.
I know the red line isn't official, but I mean, we were watching and right away we were cheering.
That's the best line. That's the best.
Are you kidding me?
I don't understand.
It's the best.
You see the marker.
You can see the sticks right there. Yeah.
I really don't understand why this play was held. Why they ruled it a first down in the first place, I thought was asinine.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it.
And they didn't measure.
They didn't even measure.
That's what bothered me.
They didn't spot it, and they didn't measure.
They just ruled the first down. And the second the chain gang, the second they move their sticks, you can't review it.
Yeah.
Or you can review it.
Right.
But
you can't bring the measurement
The
out.
refs have to be able to say exactly where it was and say, it was short, this is where it goes. We have to overturn it this way. The second the ref goes first down, the chain gang moves. And once they move, you can't measure. So they couldn't even challenge the spot and remeasure because the gang they moved. They're supposed to they did their thing, and there was no way to go exactly to the point where it was prior to the gang moving. So
yeah, I was baffled by the I was mad at the time about the Rudolph catch, but
livid. Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, I was a little angry, but I was going off when I saw that they called that a first down, and I was happy when Bill threw the flag. I was like, oh, perfect. We'll get it back. Game will be iced. We'll either get a field goal or a touchdown.
Agreed.
And then when they came back on the field and I saw Minnesota's offense,
because they didn't show the replay either.
No, they didn't.
Or they cut to commercial break, which I hate this new thing that they're doing. It seems to be a growing trend with specifically Fox. I don't know if the other networks do it as well.
I also hate Fox Network.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate the commentators.
That's a different story for a different day.
That's true.
But yeah, so what they're doing is on these challenges is as opposed to showing us 30 different replays of the same 3 angles, they are cutting to commercial and then coming back. But when they come back, the decision's already been made. The ref has already come out and said play stands, play confirmed, overturned, whatever. And then the commentators, who are Joe Buck and Troy Aikman at the time, I believe,
Jeez.
have to explain it all while the Vikings are still out there on offense. And let's be honest, the second we saw the Vikings offense out there, we all started, talking and yelling.
I mean, we were all looking at each other going, wait a minute, what?
And we didn't hear exactly.
We had no idea.
Honestly, we didn't hear what Buck and Aikman said, and quite fraently,
We kind of tuned them out anyways.
at really going into detail. And so it really was just, to an exponential level of frustration of we have to listen to these guys explain something that we already disagree with and we already made up our mind about.
The only thing that would have been worse was if it was Tony Romo. Oh, God.
Dude, you have this weird obsession against
Tony
that guy.
Romo.
He's a good color guy.
If he talked half as much as he does.
It's part of his thing.
No, he
It's
talks
part of
too
his
much.
thing.
He talks too much.
Nance
too
loves
much.
him.
Well, good for him. I don't. I don't know what you want from me.
And you're way too polar on this. You have no give.
No, because you've always defended him as a player, and I don't like him because he dated Jessica Simpson, who I had a crush on when I was a kid, and he's an overrated quarterback. Never won anything.
No. You don't hate him because of Jessica Simpson. You date him. You hate him because of Carrie Underwood.
No.
Okay.
Don't want to know.
He might have.
No.
You don't know.
Never happened.
Drew.
Nope.
Drew loves Carrie Underwood. Right?
Love is an understatement. No, I'm just kidding.
It might be.
Hey, she is a phenomenal singer. She's a gorgeous woman.
Now, when
I
Tony
remember her
Romo, when Tony Romo
American
was
Idol.
a young cowboy lad,
All right. Get out of here. Forget it. That's a different story for a different day.
broke Carrie Underwood's heart, and Drew has never quite forgiven him.
Tony Romo, what a freaking dink. I hate him.
And he has hopped on the hate train from that day on.
I don't know if you can see the fire in my eyes, but oh my God, Tony Romo. Every time those Corona commercials come on, I get so mad. Gruden used to be good. And then you got Tony Romo. Turn on the hotline. Oh, grab a beer. Sit with your friends. You're doing it. No, get off my TV. Just get off my TV. I hate you.
So
what are we talking about again?
nothing. It's
Oh,
Tony Romo stuff.
we were talking about the fourth down
How
play.
Tony Romo's going to go into the Hall of Fame as
If he does, that will be the day. That will be the day.
Yeah.
Your new operator, same hotline.
Get out of here with that crap.
Tony, my fantasy team is down. I can't even watch.
What do I do?
All right, grab a Corona.
Got it?
Now go back and sit with your friends.
What a dig. Just look at him.
And boom! You're doing it.
You're doing it. Just like I
Watching
couldn't
the game
hold
is all you
you.
can do. But you're good at it.
I am.
Freaking Jim Oak.
Thanks, Tony.
Good talk.
That guy likes him.
Oh, God, I hate Tony Romo. God. Ah. So anyways, before I have a heart attack
I was going
over
to say,
here.
before Drew's aneurysm kicks in, let's move on to the next. Either aneurysm or stroke. It's one of the two. It's going to be Tony Romo related
All right.
regardless.
So, Alex, what's on our list? Get me the hell away from Tony Romo. Like,
All right.
what's next?
You know the catch rule? You want to know why that started? It's because of a pass from Tony Romo to Des Bryant. Fell incomplete.
Makes him even worse.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
I thought you knew that.
Yeah, I thought that was like common knowledge.
I hate Tony Romo.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, there we go.
Tony Romo.
It all comes back to Tony.
Next on the chopping block,
Tony.
the NHL creates a new team.
Ooh, that was some pretty exciting news. I know
also-
you have wanted them to go to Seattle for a long time.
I have. You know what? I felt Seattle always kind of got the short end of the stick. I felt they shouldn't. The NBA kind of screwed them over from a basketball point of view. The Supersonics left to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they haven't had a sports team in basketball or hockey since then. And now that they are becoming the 32nd member of the NHL, and they'll be in the Western Conference, obviously.
And this will even out both sides, correct?
Yep, this puts us now even. I think the only change they're making is Arizona switching divisions, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So they're putting, whatever. So, yeah, and I think it's really exciting, and it adds another wrinkle to all of these NHL teams in their free agency decisions and trades because they have to create another protection list for another expansion draft.
I love this. I think this is exactly what the NHL needs.
Yep.
It's one of those franchises where you have your hardcore fans that are always going to be there, but kind of your common sports fan doesn't really follow the NHL very much. I feel like, especially with Vegas doing as well as they did as a first-year expansion team, and now you have another expansion team coming shortly thereafter, all of a sudden now you get all of this extra buzz and publicity. Words are hard.
Words are very hard.
They're very hard. But I have the best words, just saying.
When you can say them.
When I can say them. I still say them better than Romo. I'm just saying.
He's saying them pretty well for a lot of money.
Yeah, all right, whatever. So, irregardless.
It's not a word. It's regardless.
Irregardless.
Not a word. It's
I know.
regardless.
You're the one that always says it. Forget it.
You said it on air. No one knows that.
Do you think Do you think that this new team will do as well as the Knights did their first year?
Not at all. Not
No,
a chance. Nope,
not
that was
a
a fluke.
clue.
The Knights aren't even doing that well.
That
compared
and
to
the Knights
last year.
already cleaned each team out of one of their better lower-end players.
I disagree.
So now-
yeah, but that's just one from each team. They could still take another
Yeah,
one from each team.
But that takes away talent from those teams. So now... Oh, actually...
No. One of the things that Vegas did really well and effectively was they stockpiled the right amount of draft picks while accepting a good amount of poor contracts. For example, I'm trying to think of some of the ones that they decided to do. Actually, it turned out to be a great deal. From the Florida Panthers, they ended up getting Jonathan Marchessault and Riley Smith, who turned out to be 20 to 30 goal, 60-point studs for them, playing on their top two lines. And I'm pretty sure the Panthers actually gave them a draft pick to take those guys because they didn't want to have to give up one of their good young defensemen like Ekblad or Yandel. So I think there will be the same amount of teams will have to do that just because the way the protection rules worked for the Vegas year was you could protect 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and 1 goalie, or you could accept 8 skaters and a goalie. And so anyone with a no movement clause in their contract has to be protected, has to take one of those spots. So for a team like the Bruins, there's only 2 guys that fall into that category for this draft, which will happen sometime before 2021 because the inaugural season of the Seattle franchise would be 2021 season.
Chara and Krejci?
No,
the two?
it is Marchand and Bergeron.
Oh.
The reason why is because Chara's on a 1-year deal now.
Oh, okay. Yep.
He's year to year. Rask has a weird clause where it's not a no movement clause. It's like a limited no trade clause.
Is it one of those where he gets his choice if they're going to do something
so
like that?
he can limit... If the Bruins ever wanted to trade Rask, he would have to submit 10 teams he doesn't want to be traded to. Mm-hmm. And so they could only make deals for those teams. So that doesn't fall under the Seattle rules. So, or it didn't fall under the Vegas rules, so I guess I'm assuming it's not going to fall under the Seattle rules. Backus is the other one that I'm wondering why his doesn't fall under. It might either be because his contract runs out before then, or that's his last year and his contract was shaped differently.
So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm excited. I loved it, the whole Vegas thing. I did my own. I remember I went on Cap Friendly, I believe is the website, and they had a feature where you could do your own.
You're a freak.
I am a freak, but
you
it
kidding
just
me?
happens. Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
I used to
Have
do
you
it.
met me?
I know.
Okay.
I mean, even doing that in NHL, like the video game was fun. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You could pick your own
Thank
teams.
you.
You know?
Thank you,
Yeah,
judgmental
but
man behind the glass.
I wasn't there crunching numbers on a pad
I
of
didn't
paper.
crunch numbers.
I was like, oh yeah, I'll take
Crunched
that
a
guy.
number,
I'll take that
maybe.
guy. I'll take that guy.
and we have our tech guy messing around with some effects. Do you
That's
feel
pretty cool.
special now?
Yeah, I just found them. They're pretty sweet.
You want to get involved?
I was gonna say you feel so proud of yourself right now. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be something very similar to that, which would be pretty cool. Because I love when you can see some of these decent teams unloading some awful contracts, like David Backus, $6 million
Or they can
for
take
fourth line.
David Krejci,
He's
7.2.
He's still pretty good.
7.2.
Overrated.
7.25 for like 3 more years.
Wow.
Overrated.
Of course he's overrated, but we don't have a second line center. Who's your second line center on that Bruins team? Radio silence. Thank you, crickets.
Anyone else?
Yeah?
Heinen. Give me Heinen. I don't care.
Heinen can't play center at the NHL level. You kidding me? He's a winger. Get out of here. You're not a hockey guy. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not.
David Krejci's more valuable than you give credit for.
Is he 7.25 million for the next 3 years?
No, I would say he's 6, though. Overpaying by 1.25 a year. It's not the worst.
Yeah, worse has been done.
Yeah, worse has been done by previous regimes. Actually, the previous regime of Peter Chiarelli, who's now messing up the Edmonton
That guy.
franchise, he's the one that
guy's the
that put
worst.
the Bruins in cap hell for years. And it took Don Sweeney to finagle some amazing trades to get out of it, moving Milan Lucic.
Oh my God,
to the
that
things.
was
in a trade that got us
amazing.
Jake DeBrusk. That trade got us Jake DeBrusk and I think a future first round pick, which he flipped back.
Martin Jones.
And no, Martin Jones was looped into something else. You know what? Either way, he moved Lucic. He got a few first round picks, which he nailed with Jake DeBrusk, first round pick. And I think he moved down and got Jeremy Lauzon, who's making his debut this year. Who has made his debut this year and has looked like a pretty good young defenseman.
Yeah.
In Carlo. I think Carlo came over in one of those
This is how we plan our surprises.
moves. We love to plan surprises.
Hey, thanks.
Big surprise.
Whoa! What is it?
What'd you get me?
Breaking news?
A list of the possible names that they're going to use for Seattle.
Is one of them Thunderbirds?
The Shendabirds.
Firebirds.
Firebird.
The
Oh.
Firebirds.
We have the Seattle Cougars.
Wait, hold on. Seattle Firebirds? That doesn't sound right.
The Seattle Cougars is hilarious.
Cougars.
The Seattle Eagles, the Seattle Emeralds, the Seattle Evergreens, the Seattle Kraken, which will get my vote.
Oh,
Yeah, probably,
yes.
yeah.
The Seattle
100%.
Rainers. Rainers.
Spell it.
Nope, it's Rainers.
Like
Rain,
R-A-
ERS. Rainers.
I hope that gets
That is
destroyed.
pathetic.
Seattle Renegades, Seattle Sea Lions, Seattle Seals of approval,
Thank
No.
you. I really
Seattle-
hope it's the Seals.
No.
Seattle Sockeyes,
Really?
and the Seattle Whales.
Oh, that'd be a disappointment because I want a team to come back as the Whalers.
I know.
but-
Why would you call it the? You have the
Whale.
chance. Call them
Yeah.
the Whalers.
Yeah.
No, Carolina still has
I like
their-
the Seattle Kraken.
To his point,
The Kraken.
the
Kraken
Kraken.
would be
Yeah.
badass.
Oh, it'd be
Perfect.
amazing. Are you
Imagine the
kidding me?
logo. They could do so many things with that.
Yeah.
That would be
could do
so
so many
cool.
things.
Just think of the liquor bottle, the Kraken.
Oh,
like that, something along those lines would be dope. Like, I mean, that'd be perfect.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I'll bring this list up so you
I
can
really
actually
like it.
believe me here. There
I
we
mean,
go.
I didn't
The
not
Cougars.
believe you. To be fair, ESPN does a piss poor coverage of the
everything.
NHL. So, and like, it does okay at like basketball because it's just LeBron centric,
Oh, so
pretty much.
these are the 38 domains.
representing 13%. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Some of those are Rainers is stupid. Don't do
is so
Rainers. That'd be
dumb,
the
man.
worst.
Right?
Rainers?
are you
Like, what's
kidding
your
me?
logo? Just a storm cloud?
I know it rains a lot, but come on.
To be fair, Oklahoma City got away with being the Thunder.
That's a great
It's
name.
better than
That's
Rainers.
okay. No,
It's a
I mean,
great name.
Even
It's
Rain
You're
would have
the
just sounded better.
Thunder.
Yeah, now it is. Then it was stupid.
No,
I remember.
You're the You know what's stupid?
I
What's
remember
New
the
Orleans.
outrage.
What's the New Orleans basketball team right now?
Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
I'm not saying it's better.
I think Pelicans is better than
and
Rainers.
didn't they drop a great name? Weren't they like the Hornets or
They were
something?
the Hornets.
The Hornets, Bobcats, and Pelicans have a very complicated history that I'm not really positive on.
And we're not going into
switched,
that.
They've switched cities and
We're gonna have
team
Glenn on the
names and-
show. He'll help us take care of
Dude,
it.
we talked about it and we got tripped up. Like,
Don't call him Glenn.
Yeah,
We're gonna have Junior on the show.
Thank you.
We have a friend named Glenn Jr. and no one calls him Glenn. It's just Junior. So his name isn't Glenn Jr., but it's like Glenn something Jr. Doesn't matter.
Good job. It's
Yeah.
Savoy. All right.
I didn't know if we wanted to say it on. Whatever.
Everybody Google him. Add him on Facebook.
Oh, there you go.
He's a good guy.
All 70
Oh,
followers.
yeah. My vote's totally for Kraken. I'm for the Kraken.
I kind of like Renegades actually. Seattle
not bad.
Renegades. I kind of
not
like
bad.
that. You play Renegade by REO Speedwagon.
You know they're gonna
Oh,
pick
yeah,
one of the
pretty
awful
good.
ones, right? You know it's
Yeah.
gonna be
REO
like
Speedwagon.
it's gonna be the Raynards,
Evergreen.
the Evergreens.
Aren't you talking about Styx?
Is that Styx?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, you're right.
Yeah. Well, it's a great song. That's the only reason I know it.
Yeah, well, I know the song.
All right.
I know who it's by.
What would you name the team?
As long
is
as their
something on
jerseys
here your
don't-
list?
Blow like
Thunderbirds.
Vegas?
You would call them the Thunderbirds?
No, it has to be the
Thunderbirds.
Shundabirds.
Doesn't have to be the Shundabirds.
The Shundabirds.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
why?
Seattle Shundabirds.
What's your pick? Is your pick really the Shundabirds?
Well, it starts with an S, so sure, why not? Seattle Shundabirds. The SS. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
What? All right.
Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. That's getting thrown out. Forget that. What the?
Do you have a better team name?
Okay. Well,
We're back.
now that I just realized that.
We're not cutting that? No, we're just gonna
Absolutely
keep it-
not.
Oh, cool.
Well,
All right.
whoa. Let me just say,
Backtrack.
I didn't even put that together. And then once I was like, oh, wait, those are the initials, I was like, oh, no. That's a negatory. That's not happening.
This is the best.
See, the ironic thing is I'm a history teacher. So, like,
History guy didn't put that
how
together.
did I not
Just
see that
know
coming? How did I not
History
see that
guy.
coming?
The Jew back here saw it coming.
Oh, jeez. Well, if he's keeping that, we're definitely keeping that.
Keep it all.
All right, what would you name the team?
On the spot. I don't
Yeah, on the
know.
spot. Or, I mean, did they take everything from you? They did kind of take a couple of the good ones.
I said Thunderbirds. That was my, like, off the top of my... When you originally told me that they were looking up names, think of a name. Thunderbirds, for whatever reason.
I'm always big into picking something that's related to
So you wanted to go the Evergreen?
the area.
mean,
like Evergreen.
Like
eh.
seals.
I mean,
I like. You know what? I'm warming up to the Renegades quite a bit.
Right? Like,
The
that
more I
sounds
read
kind of
these,
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like it. It's
Seattle
not bad.
Renegades has a kind of...
Or Firebirds. I'm okay with that.
Firebirds, yeah.
Well, why Firebirds though? Like, where does Firebirds come from? Like, what?
Pokemon, who cares?
Literally.
I mean, Moltres, yeah. We don't need to go into Pokemon. I'm sorry, I'm not going down that road
Oh
at
God,
all.
I know we do pop culture, but dude, come on.
That was pop culture in our childhood.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think on it. But out of that list, I would take Kraken.
I like
That's
Kraken
for
a lot.
Personally, that's not for hockey reasons.
Fans upset with potential Seattle names.
Really?
I mean, some of them are just stupid. Like if Rayners even gets a sniff, I'm gonna be super bummed.
It would have been more clever if they did Rain, but it was like Reign. Right?
I hate you for trying to make that work.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it work in my head, and it's really hard.
Dude, they're domain names. They're already like that's already what it was.
Oh man!
Like, it's really Rayners. If that's true. If that's true.
It's true.
Wow, Kraken. If it's not Kraken, man, they screwed up.
I mean, I think they could get away with the Renegades and do a good job.
I don't even think get away with. I think Renegades might be a favorite.
I mean, it's better than the Seals.
Hey, that gets my seal of approval.
That does not get my seal of approval.
No seal noises.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I tried.
Leave the noises to the effects guy. Oh
Does
god.
not get my seal of approval.
Oh boy.
Well, one thing that the move to Seattle does open the opportunity for is it does open the availability of a basketball team moving back there as well. I mean, it is something that
They could do a
the
Bruins
city of
Celtics,
Seattle.
just share the stadium.
Well, yeah, a lot of them do now.
Yeah.
A lot of teams nowadays do, and
Be smart.
One of the issues with Seattle not having a basketball team now was having a proper stadium for it, and it'd be really easy to write that in, especially because it's still a few years off. It's not like there has to be a decision made tomorrow.
Yeah. And both teams would profit because it would split the cost of renovations and maintenance and all that stuff. And
Yeah, for
then
sure.
the two teams would just get the pure profits from their product.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'd be smart. Very smart.
Win-win. Make it happen, NBA.
I mean, I'm big. I really want Arizona to move to Quebec City.
If one
I
of
think
our
that'd be awesome.
70 followers has some connection to the NBA, make it happen.
Make it rain? Rainers? No. I don't know. I'm still trying to make it work, and I don't see how that could work.
That joke did not have my seal of approval.
Oh, God, you're the worst. You're like the Tony Romo of people.
Release the Kraken.
Right?
That joke.
How awesome would that be? That's your team. When they open, they just have like Pirates of the Caribbean videos shooting up on the big screens. You got the smoke, and they come out of the tunnel, and you just hear, "Release the Kraken." Oh, wait,
So
no,
Liam Neeson has to do it.
What was that?
I looked it up. People are actually upset about Rudolph.
Why didn't you believe? No, this is where we get my Drew's dispute
All
segment.
right, we're moving into Drew full screen. There he
you.
is.
Thank you. So, it has come to my attention that people are now upset.
Get out of here.
People are now upset over Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Alex, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Can you check to see what year that came out?
Yes, I can. It was 1984, it looks like.
1984. Okay. So it's been around
Newer than I thought, not gonna lie.
decades. This is a staple. Did you watch it as a kid? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I think I watched it like last year.
Yeah, right? Alex, you, right?
Every time.
Right?
Yeah.
Every
and
year.
now all of a sudden, apparently some guy. See, this is why I hate Twitter. Twitter is the devil. I hate Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. 1964.
I was going to
gonna
say, it is not 84, but I didn't have it in front of me. So it's been around for over 50 years, okay? And all of a sudden, some freaking hippie or somebody earthy crunchy goes, "Oh no, yeah, great time of year where we can condone the bullying of people." Like, that's a legitimate thing that was brought up.
The HuffPost made the video. It got 5.3 million views since Sunday.
Literally, people are getting up in arms because Rudolph is bullied. They're like, "Oh no, we're not condoning bullying. We don't want to show this." Let's just play this out here. Let's watch to the end of the special. Do you guys know what happens at the end of the special? Do you know?
I think I do, but I think it's funnier if you continue.
Thank you.
I think it is
I
funny if
will.
you continue.
So, Rudolph gets picked on. Yes, everybody gets picked on as a kid, unfortunately. Wish we could change it. Hopefully we can someday, but it's the way it is right now. But he goes through the special. Oh God. Oh boy, now we got this guy in on it. Oh great. This doesn't make me feel good that me and him are on the same page.
You guys
on
are
this.
totally agreeing right now.
Oh God, that hurts. Anyways, not to bring politics into it, but
Oh, yeah, not to bring politics into it.
hey,
Yep.
I am an independent. Okay,
I know.
so I try
have
and
to
look
convince
at,
me. I
I'm
don't
just saying,
care.
I'm an independent. I like to look at things in an unbiased way. But regardless, Rudolph, he goes through the episode. He's being bullied. He decides to run away because he feels bad about being bullied. He doesn't fit in. So he leaves. He stumbles across Yukon Cornelius, and then they stumble on to the island of Misfit Toys. And all of a sudden,
Are we breaking down the whole thing?
yeah, I'm going through it, going through the motions.
All right.
So he finds the Misfits along the way. You see where I'm going here?
I do.
Yeah. So they band together. They go back. Rudolph ends up being accepted. He ends up being the hero of the story. He gets the girl. Everybody loves him. All the Misfits that were in the episode end up happy because they get to go and play with the little kids through Santa's toys going down the chimney. So everybody gets happy. It's talking about adversity. What? What are you laughing at? This makes me so mad. So mad. If they just realize through the end of the story, it's about somebody going through adversity and coming out a winner on top.
The Tony Romo experience.
Shut up. Shut up. No. This has nothing to do with Tony Romo. Nothing. Nothing to do with Romo. But I get mad because this
I'd like
is
to
a
know what he thinks
holiday.
about this.
No, this is a holiday special.
Isn't Tony Romo technically the Rudolph of the NFL?
No.
Didn't everyone hate him and then everybody loves him? It's kind of like and then
No.
at the end everybody loves
The
him.
ultimate redemption story.
It really is.
No, it is not. It is.
Actually, wouldn't it be Peyton Manning when he won that
No,
Super
no, no,
Bowl?
no.
Comes
That's
back
not
from the neck
ridiculous.
injury,
Yeah, but he didn't do anything.
plays for another team.
No,
He
regardless.
didn't really do
The
much for that
defense.
one.
I mean,
Back to Rudolph. This is ridiculous. It's a travesty. This thing has been on the air for 50 years. It's about a redemption
this
and
is the whole
adversity
episode.
story.
Cut everything else.
I get when I heard about this, I got very agitated because
we're gonna have to get you to back away from the mic, sir. Okay, thanks, buddy.
I get very agitated with this. It is, oh my God.
Don't say.
He gets the happy ending. He goes through the adversity and gets the happy ending. He gets the girl. He gets the recognition. He becomes Santa's favorite. Everybody's happy.
Playing favorites.
Oh
who's
my
a very
God.
wise man and joins us. So Dave, as I'm watching that, all of a sudden I had this kind of panic feeling, thinking maybe I fell for an elaborate, ironic prank from HuffPo, and then I realized no, because they don't have a sense of humor. I mean, but reassure me, this is
This is
real,
Fox, right? This is Fox. Yeah.
Tucker, very quickly on the last segment, I swear to you, I thought you were the highest paid man in television. I am shocked, and I'm gonna, I don't get paid for these appearances, but
What
I'm
exactly
going to
are we
mail you a
watching?
check for somewhere between
Just
15
Fox
and
News
$20.
agreeing with you.
Would be no, I'm not going to go to that.
This is my Belichick.
I was going to say thank you, Bill. Bill, what do you have to say on the situation?
On
On to the next one.
screw politics. We're on to the next section.
Buying an engagement ring can be stressful. There are so many different routes, and everyone is giving you an opinion on what you should do. At Bellman's, we are customer first. We want to educate you on what you are buying and help make the engagement process simple and easy. Our staff is not on commission, and our goal is to help you make the perfect ring in your budget. We don't sell fake warranty plans. We stand behind what we make. We have hundreds of engagement styles in stock, and if you can't find what you're looking for, we'll custom create it. We have the fastest custom department in New England. Bellman's believes in customer first, and don't just take our word for it. Go and check out our Google, Yelp, and Facebook reviews and see for yourself. Come by Bellman Jewelers and visit us on Elm Street in Manchester, right here in tax-free New Hampshire.
Three,
I am.
2, 1. Welcome back to Pop Sports.
Welcome to this next segment, sponsored by Blake's Creamery of Manchester, New Hampshire, home of Graham Central Station. Favorite ice cream in the world. Absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't had it, try it out.
Absolutely. Also try out the new Dirty Water ice cream. It is Colombian coffee ice cream based, chocolate cookie swirl and chocolate chips. The best.
The best. It's the best.
Thank you. Dirty Water is also the hashtag of the Boston Red Sox for the past year, which brings me to my next segment.
Good job.
Thank you.
Words are hard.
I speak really well. Anyway,
I have the best words.
I just wanted to go over some baseball rumors right now real quick.
Wrong. Continue.
Get out. Why are you here? Hey, he's actually leaving. Okay. Makes my job easier.
No, I can't. I have to wait. Sorry.
Okay. Ruining the eye line, buddy. Come on. Anyway, with MLB's winter meetings coming up, I just wanted to go over some of the quick rumors for some of the bigger names out there. And some of their obvious ones are Bryce Harper and Manny Machado. There's still a lot of uncertainty surrounding those guys. I mean, Bryce Harper, it was reported that the Nationals on the last day of the season offered him a 10-year, $300 million contract, which just is mind-blowing for a 26-year-old, I believe, 25, 26, somewhere in that range. It's just unbelievable. He might even be 27, which, regardless, 10 years, $300 million, and that's coming off of a bad year for him. I mean, he had some pretty good defensive metrics, but, I mean, he was not his usual self at the plate, and he's still being offered $300 million. He's betting on himself to get 10 years, $350.
That's incredible.
And there's already talks that the Yankees, of course, are somewhere lurking in the distance for Bryce Harper and Manny Machado. But
You make him sound like the
lurking in
boogeyman.
the distance. That's the Yankees right there.
The Bobby Yaga. Watch out for the Yankees and the Bobby Yaga.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Nope. Good stuff.
I'm gonna stop. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Anyway, the Yankees are surrounded
The Bobby Yagas.
Yes, you got it in my head now. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies every time I'm trying to say their name.
So the Bobby Yagas.
The Bobby Yagas
are interested.
Yes. It's our best John Wick Russian impersonation.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah. Anyway, the Yankees are always attached to the top name free agents, such as, but not limited to, Manny Machado, Bryce Harper, Cy Young winner from a few years ago, Dallas Keuchel. They were actually attached to Patrick Corbin, who was a pretty good pitcher, I believe, for the Diamondbacks last year. He just parlayed that into a 6-year, $140 million contract with the Washington Nationals.
I can't believe how much these players get paid. Oh, my God.
29-year-old guy coming off of a career best year. Previously a little on the injury-prone side, but he's damn good when he's on. And that might take the Nationals out of the running for Bryce Harper, which creates a really interesting situation of Bryce Harper might have lost his safety net. You know, if something crazy happens where the Yankees say, can't afford you, and a team like the Phillies, who has been trying to make some serious moves, I think they made a move for Jean Segura, the shortstop for the Mariners. They can still spend a lot of money. They have a very low payroll, relatively speaking. But Bryce Harper's market could bottom out. I mean, if the Yankees are out, if the Phillies are out, and now the Nationals are out, that really only leaves the Dodgers as the only sure thing contender that can afford him. And they might not want to bring him in because they kind of have a lot of good young talent in the outfield, especially when you consider that Yasiel Puig is in right field, Bryce Harper's most common position. I heard a wild card today team, the Chicago White Sox, who have not been competitive the last few years, but have been slowly building, buoyed by the Red Sox trade for Chris Sale, where they flipped 2 top 100 prospects, Yoan Moncada and Michael Kopech, for Chris Sale. That was pretty much the base of it. Moncada is profiled to be a stud pitcher for them. Went out with Tommy John last year, so he might be 1 year removed. So he'll probably really start pitching in 2020. Moncada is a young second baseman who he's more of a home run or die kind of guy.
Willie Mo Pena. Swing for the fences.
A little better than that.
Strike out 3 out of 4 times.
But the one is a monster shot. Yeah. No, Moncada profiles as a much better all-around player than Willie Mo Pena, but right idea, wrong tier of talent. Yoan Moncada is going to be a stud. But Bryce Harper could go there for something to 10 years, $350 million. Just remarkable. I want it, like, $350 million I know is over the course of a 10-year period, but think about it this way. He's getting a contract that's bigger in its total sum than any Major League Baseball team's salary cap or team payroll. Like, the Red Sox, I think, had the highest team payroll at $227 million last year, and Bryce Harper's going to make more than that in his final contract.
That is insane.
It's just bizarro numbers.
That's oh my God, that is crazy money.
I mean, it's dumbfounding. It really is. Just the amount of money they pay for these guys. But moving off of Bryce Harper, I mean, there's a lot of there are some wild cards I did here for Bryce Harper.
What about Corbin?
Yeah, Patrick Corbin is a big one.
He got $140 million.
Yeah, I brought that up
today.
Yeah, I brought that up. The Nationals, right?
Yep.
Was he was the former Diamondback?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I hit everything
He
right.
broke records. It says he broke records with that payment.
Well,
it must be front loaded or something then.
Oh, okay.
Because $140 million is definitely not the biggest contract that's ever been dealt.
Well, apparently it's significantly more than the $126 million given to Yu Darvish.
wrong. I don't know. Probably wrong.
I mean, yeah, maybe it's more than Darvish got, and maybe that's just kind of like the baseline they were going for.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, you might be right, but if you want to look into that while I'm still ranting, chime back in.
So are we still on Harper, or are we moving on to the other guy?
I was going to say, there are a couple teams I did here that could pay him, like the Cubs.
Are we still on Harper?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Fine, we'll move on from Harper if you want to get all angsty about it.
I was just
might bring
curious.
back Tony Romo back into this if you
Oh,
want.
whoa.
I do have breaking news if you want to get back into the NFL and talk about something interesting.
Oh, hey, yes. What do we got?
Oh, good. So glad.
I know more about the NFL.
I'm so glad you brought that up and asked about what's going on. Breaking news. Ex-Patriot and Seattle Seahawk is going to jail for attempted murder for 8 years.
Yeah, I remember when that came up. That was, yeah, think about that. Attempted murder, 8 years. Nice look, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, he broke into her house, beat her up in front of her kids, and stole her Rolex.
What?
Was that legit? Is that really what it was?
Yeah, that's really what happened.
Oh my God.
He tried to smother her in a carpet.
Who did he do this to?
His ex-wife or girlfriend.
Oh my God.
It doesn't really matter, I guess, in the
Yeah,
end.
I mean,
but,
particularly.
But Jesus. This is another good look for the
Oh my
NFL to know
God,
that
that
that's
is-
just on the back burner.
That is disgusting. Well, at least he's getting. We're getting justice
We
for
can
that.
just continue to do podcasts on the violence in the NFL. I mean,
Like,
it's just never going to
They
stop.
just keep giving us this information.
Such a bummer.
Yeah, because
To
these
know-
guys
to
just
know that we
can't.
To know that we could just run our entire show around violence in the NFL
It's disgraceful.
is just
Oh my God.
so sad.
Hey, he's going to get out, and they're going to sign him anyway.
It's despicable. Oh my God.
But Colin
Jeez.
Kaepernick can't get a job.
Right.
All right.
Washington
wanna,
Redskins. The Washington
Oh my
Redskins.
God. I know they need another quarterback
Wait,
now.
wait. The human butt fumble was actually playing.
Cornerback, not a quarterback.
We moved to Kaepernick. Pay
we need
attention,
to
bud.
no,
Pay
we're back to
attention.
Kaepernick. What? Who's the cornerback?
Brandon Browner's a
I know, yeah, that's
get
what
me
I-
a coffee.
Clearly, we're on to Kaepernick here. The Redskins are playing
We're
their
on to
third
Kaepernick.
backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
third
pretty
string.
crazy.
Butt fumble is playing.
Butt fumble's playing.
Fumble. Oh my God.
He did have a really nice handoff to Adrian Peterson that game. Do you see that?
It was the first play.
It was a really nice first play.
Because he didn't
Oh
fumble
my!
it.
He gave
You're
it.
right.
He handed it
Technically,
to
he
him.
let it go.
He
Adrian
made
Peterson
it.
got a hold of it. Yeah, it was a big day.
He didn't get in Adrian Peterson's way. That's
Yeah, he
the
got out
important
of
part.
the way
Yep.
as soon as possible.
Like he didn't run into him and then have to run into his offensive lineman's ass.
Right.
I mean, that's.
I mean, to be
It's a moral
fair,
of
it
the
was
story.
a pretty big ass. So, I mean, I don't know.
I think Will Fork also just like benched him into him, but it
true.
doesn't matter. Still butt fumble, man.
Big booty fumble
Forever.
right there. Big booty fumble.
But they need another quarterback now because
Yeah.
that guy's out.
Oh yeah.
It's permanent. He
Oh, no.
tore
Yeah,
something
yeah.
in his ankle.
but
Yeah.
they'll call up the Peter man.
Oh god.
No, they won't.
Hey, you never know.
Nathan Peterman got he got an interview with the Lions like a week after he got cut by the Bills.
Yeah, but he's not on the team.
But he still got an interview. Kaepernick hasn't.
That should tell you enough.
How is a team willing to take the abuse from the media of a player who's abused someone, but they're not willing to take on the Kaepernick thing?
I heard, I don't know if it was Jay Gruden or if it was Doug Williams, one of the VPs in the front office, said something like they discussed Colin Kaepernick, but they decided against it because of the turnaround time to understand the offense that they're concerned about.
Get out of here.
That was the reason. Something to that effect was the reasoning. They don't want to sign Colin Kaepernick because they think it would be too quick of a turnaround
I bet
for
he'll
him to
take
get
the
acclimated.
league minimum just to show up.
But Mark Sanchez can do it, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, Mark Sanchez.
He
yeah.
has
the big winner.
He has 1 week on him. He got signed 1 week before, so he's the guy.
Yeah, he's the guy right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's starting.
I have no idea.
Hot damn! There's a new sheriff in town with Sanchez. Better watch out for them Redskins.
Honestly, though, if you're the Redskins, who can you now sign to back up Mark Sanchez to justifiably not sign Colin Kaepernick?
There's no
Like
one.
it's the Peterman.
Well, there's that guy.
Tebow.
Like that would be it. that would
there's
be it.
The third
Tim
string, no,
Tebow.
the fourth string guy from the HBO when they were doing the behind the scenes for the Browns.
Oh, that schmuck, the
That
frat
guy,
boy.
guy was
Chad.
numb. Chad, dude, he was the numbest person ever.
He was just a.
I thought he was a
thick-
joke
oh,
at first
man.
when they had him on. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is funny. They're doing a spoof of a dumb quarterback. No, he's dumb.
He was just like a stereotypical.
Oh, it was awful.
Oh, just
Blue
like a
Mountain
nightmare.
State.
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
God.
Yep.
It was
Oh.
terrible, man.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a video.
That guy's going to get a job before Kaepernick, and it's amazing.
I'm gonna figure out who
Probably.
he was.
I don't know who there is that's not Colin Kaepernick out there other than the Peterman.
He's so bad.
5 interceptions
so
in
pathetic.
one half of football is all you need to. I think he has like a 3 touchdown to 12 interception. Like I think that's his final stat line.
No, the best
3 to 12. That's mind blowing stuff here.
The best quote is when he goes out to the coach and he goes, "Don't worry, guys, I got this."
Oh God!
And I think it was the
Next
next play.
pass, yeah,
he threw
yeah.
a pick. That
Something
just
like that is
sums it up.
amazing stuff.
But he'll get a sniff. He'll get a
So
sniff. before Kaepernick. Can we get a sniff?
Unbelievable.
That's funny.
Honestly, like, there has
my
to be
God.
like a wide receiver that played in college that has more arm talent.
Julian
Then-
Edelman. Get him to play quarterback.
I don't think he's going to play quarterback for the Redskins this year, but crazier things have happened.
That's true. We traded Garoppolo for a second-round pick. Crazier things have happened.
We don't need to talk about that. It's sad and stuff.
So, anyways, do we want to wrap up baseball, or
It's
do we?
worse. His name wasn't Chad. It's Brogan.
Brogan.
Rogan.
All right.
Why do I think it was Chad?
As
Chad
soon
Brogan.
as he got cut, he was worked out by the Buccaneers
Yeah, there you go.
over Kaepernick.
Think about that. By the Buccaneers, who were throwing Fitzpatrick and Winston just...
Fitzmagic.
He didn't look that magical towards the end of it, bud. Didn't he get benched for Winston after throwing 3 picks and a half?
My question is, what is his issue? How does he play so well
And then he started
and
the
just
next game.
fall off?
Because he just hucks it. He doesn't know what's happening.
There's
Like,
no
yeah.
way. No, he had it was like a 6 or 7 game streak of beautiful play.
Yeah, and then he's going to have a 6 or 7 game streak of play. That
is it
noise. Insert
possible?
that noise, and it's fantastic or god-awful. One or the other. Because he's a 500 guy. Like, it has to regress back to the mean somehow.
So I bring up this article that I found to talk about Brogan getting worked out by the Bucks,
Yeah.
and the entire article is about how the hell he got worked out, not Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, there you go.
That's this whole article,
Yeah.
and it's on fan side, and it's whatever this is run by a Buccaneers fan. This isn't. This is amazing.
It's so true, though. I mean, you know, if you're the Bills and you say, well, Colin Kaepernick actually has a bad track record in cold weather games, it's almost understandable because I think he did have a bad track record in cold weather games.
Yeah.
And if you're the Bills,
yeah.
Broken rollback. We'll
Guess I'm
start the
done
second
talking.
half at quarterback for the Browns.
Oh, were you speaking?
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, God, Lord.
I don't even know what's happening. The screen's not even on for us.
What are you watching back there?
Is it
What is this?
that they would keep rollbacks on the practice squad? That would
This
be
is
four
broken. This is going to be some good football right here.
It's possible.
That's his very worried girlfriend.
Just what
She
we
looks
were
worried about
looking
the money
for.
he may not make.
Give him a call. Like that.
Shotgun snap, throw back, looking.
Throw it.
Firing towards the end zone. Touchdown!
Touchdown, yes!
Good mechanics.
Yeah? Is that what you have to say? Good
Hey, I
mechanics
want this!
for Brogan?
Hey!
I want this.
I'm keeping this! Keeping this!
Only one you're going to throw, bud.
It's a preseason game.
Well, to him, it's everything.
Yeah, you know what?
That's his Super Bowl right there.
Yeah, to be fair, I would do the same thing. So I don't know why I'm mocking him.
Every touchdown pass, I want it.
Are you kidding me?
That'd be-
Flag football in college? Oh,
Still the football.
I want that ball. That's the one catch I had. That's my ball. Hey, at least I didn't rip my groin trying to punt a football, though.
Hey, I was just trying to get ready.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Did we even punt in that league?
No. He didn't even punt that one. He missed the
He
ball.
missed the ball. Oh, God. All right, so we
The best was when you tried to go back in and play in the middle of the game, played one snap and said, nope, it's done.
No,
It's done.
The
It's
worst
done.
part is I go and I sit down and the guy comes over. He doesn't ask me if I'm okay. He goes, "Can you sign this waiver?"
I remember that.
Like, yeah, guy. Yeah.
That's
He
funny.
had to get you while you were weak, not really thinking. Please sign this before you go into like a cardiac
Please don't
arrest,
sue
please.
Southern New Hampshire University. Okay.
It's okay. We were all students once.
Oh, you cheesy bastard, you.
That's me.
This just dropped earlier, either this morning or last night. I don't specifically know which one.
It dropped recently.
Yep. So this is the second trailer to come out. Oh, it's okay. I wasn't talking or anything.
Sorry.
He
Nah, it's
loves
okay.
doing that.
He loves
It's
doing
just
that.
The worst.
Why are you here? So the premise, this is leading up to the new Avengers Infinity War Part 2. So this movie is going to be coming out in March. It will be the lead up, and we'll introduce Captain Marvel to Part 2, and she is going to be a significant part of how they're going to try and reverse what Thanos did with the snap. So here is the second trailer.
Starring Brie Larson.
So, Skrulls are the bad guys. And you're a Kree, a race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
Your life began the day it nearly ended. We found you. With no memory, we made you one of us. So you could live longer, stronger, superior. You were reborn.
I keep having these memories. Something in my past is the key to all of this.
You know how to fly this thing?
We'll see.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Would you like to know what you really are?
I think I had a life here. What aren't you telling me?
You've come a long way, but you're not as strong as you think.
This war is just the beginning.
I'm not gonna fight your war. I'm gonna end it.
Aren't you the cutest little thing? Aren't you cute? And what's your name, huh?
Curious.
I'll be back.
I am very excited for this movie.
I know.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as you can see, Marvel's really entering the nerd section of their comics.
Yeah. Well, I think they have a strong enough base where they can go. They did it with Guardians of the Galaxy. They had no idea if that was going to be a success.
It wasn't even a big comic book. I mean,
right. And because of the previous success and how much people liked it, all of a sudden, people like Alex over here absolutely love Guardians of the Galaxy. Right, Alex?
One of my favorite movies.
Right?
Next to Deadpool.
And were you really a superhero movie guy before? Ish.
But yeah, not like I am now.
Yeah.
They really brought me in.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's one of those things where they are benefiting from their early success drawing in casual fans. Like, I was never a hardcore superhero nerd. I was always like a Batman kid watching the animated series as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until like Iron Man and Captain America, those came out, where I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. So I think they're going a little bit off the cusp. They're trying some different things, and I think this is going to be another hit for them. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. But I think I am very excited for this trailer. I mean, this movie. I thought this trailer was the perfect setup for it. It essentially kind of answered the questions that you initially got from the first trailer. The first time I watched it, I was like, where is this chick? Where did she come from? Is she human? Is she alien? What's the deal? All I know is Brie Larson is gorgeous, and it's a phenomenal casting. I know we were talking about it when we first heard that they were going to cast her. And they did
on board immediately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 2 thumbs way up. But,
yeah.
I lost my train of thought. I was thinking of Brie Larson. What do you want?
There's worse things to lose your train of thought.
That is very true. So, I mean, it did a great job. It kind of gave a quick little backstory, so now you have a gist of what you're going in to see.
Mm-hmm.
It really helps kind of set things up for her introduction into Infinity War. It kind of shows you where she ended up going at the end, what her origin is, what her powers are. So I think it's a really good setup, and it ties in well with Guardians of the Galaxy, as you see a very, very short glimpse of Ronan the Accuser from the back. So it kind of ties into that backstory as well.
Yep.
So I think this is going to be a fantastic kind of ribbon on top with a nice little bow on top of a present that Marvel has basically created with Infinity War.
Yep.
I think this is going to be a great transition to kind of setting the tone for newer, kind of more out there characters like a Captain Marvel.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And I think if this movie does, match the run of successful Marvel movies and like everyone in the past, it like you said, it really does open the opportunity to go into some of these really, really out there characters that we wouldn't expect to see, kind of like how we didn't expect to see an Ant-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy or things of that nature, or even Doctor Strange. I mean, all of those are very different and very, very unique in their own way. And I think Captain Marvel really touches on a lot of the cool Guardians of the Galaxy and spatial aspects that we only really got to see in the Guardians movies.
Right.
We didn't really get to see that in even Infinity War. We didn't really get to see too much of like deep space travel or fighting in space or anything. It was really just the Guardians movies. And as you can see at the end of the trailer, it really touched on how our powers will look on screen. And I think that was really cool.
Yeah, no, they're doing a phenomenal job, and I am extremely excited to go see this. I really wasn't until I saw this trailer today, and it really kind of changed my viewpoint, and I am very amped up for this. And now we have, according to reports, that the second Infinity War Part 2 trailer is going to be coming out.
Yep, it's expected to be dropping sometime in the next week or so. But then again, we've heard these rumors before, but I really hope this one's real. Yeah. I think I heard that ESPN was going to drop it as well, or is it going to be another Kimmel one? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
I know the last few big Marvel team ups have been something I think Jimmy Kimmel Live has had on his show. But
so, on that note,
some music will be playing us off.
No. I was just trying to look up. It looks like the Avengers 4 trailer has been delayed.
Naturally.
According to a new article 4 hours old.
Yep, that sounds.
Well, that was before we started this, so.
Well, that's a bummer. That's breaking news for us.
It was supposed to be dropped last week.
Sad breaking news.
Yep.
Then it was heard this Wednesday.
Yep.
Now I'm hearing the date has changed again, so that tells you they know for sure the trailer is dropping. Doesn't know what they're talking about.
I wonder if it's going to drop. I wouldn't wait as long as Captain Marvel.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe at this point, it's been so long, maybe you just drop it.
Well, I mean, like maybe they're going to release like a full length trailer for them for Captain Marvel, but they got to release a teaser or something.
They'll probably have a teaser, and I think a
tease a few weeks beforehand and a real one.
Well, I mean, you're not. Who are you really trying to lure in? Everybody that saw the first one is obviously going back. So,
that means like 2 billion people really want to see a trailer.
I mean, yeah, because if I don't see a trailer before the movie, am I not going? No, of course I'm going to go.
Maybe.
So at this point,
the trailer
you know
just
what?
keeps you excited.
At this point, just have everything.
Keeps the momentum going.
Have everything hammered out. Have everything set. Wait till it's perfect and then drop it because people are going to see it no matter what.
But I think I know what Alex is saying is like, I don't know. I mean, I can kind of see, you want to make sure that there's still the steady, it's still coming. Just, it's something to look forward to and a reminder that it's still around the corner. It's just, and I guess Captain Marvel technically takes care of that as well because seeing Captain Marvel trailer and seeing the Captain Marvel movie and everything leading up to that, you're like, this is just around the corner. Avengers 2 is right around Part 2 is right around the corner. Mm-hmm. So, but still, I just want something. Just give me something. Give me a 15-second clip. I'll take
have
it.
something for you.
What do you
Time
have?
for On the Spot.
Oh, yes. A great way to close out a show. We got On the Spot. All
Was
right.
there some music there or no?
Oh, I love this guy.
Dude, show it.
It's so fantastic.
Big belly man. Oh, Bob Wiley.
Here we go. I'm not a quarterback.
Looks like a walrus.
Wiley is like no other.
Best
An
looking
amateur
walrus I've ever
magician,
seen.
He always has a trick up his sleeve.
That is funny.
Style, he drives a white Maserati.
He fits in
And
a
of course, there's
Maserati?
the zoology.
He was the best part of the show.
Take a look. I got something new for you guys. Right? Now, you heard me talk about demeanor, right? The demeanor and the posture. Okay? How you have to play with your knees bent on your insteps. You've heard about the hogs, how he has a nice wide base. You ever try to knock over an Arkansas hog? Right? You can't knock them over. They've got tremendous center of gravity. They have tremendous balance. Okay?
Awesome.
That's what we're trying to do with you. The same thing with the Renati.
I'm trying to take notes. Like, what do we do?
Right? That guy, you're not going to knock this guy over, and he's not going to end up on the ground. All right? He has a great base, and he keeps his...
On that note,
I think that's a perfect way to conclude.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
That
was
helps
the best.
show why the Browns are the Browns when their media sessions are seeing pictures of pigs and rhinoceros. So, on that note, we're going to conclude this episode of Pod Sorts. Thank you for tuning in. Jerry, any final thoughts?
No.
Me neither.
No.
Alex, anything for you?
We covered everything.
thank you to our sponsors. This was a good episode. We'll see you next time.
It is. Thank you to Bellman Jewelers and Blake's Creamery. For now,
we out.
We are out.